Hey everyone, I'm Jerry and you are watching my guide to Better Than Walls. Today, instead of going over a list of changes from vanilla, because I've been through most of them, I'm instead gonna do a sort of survival thingy where I basically start out in a brand new world like this, and then I shall show you what you need to survive. Now, as with any Minecraft mod or game or whatever, the first step is always punch tree, get wood. As you can see now here with the wood changes in Better Than Walls, you get 3 sawdust, you get a piece of bark, and you get 1 usable plank, which means that in order to get the 3 wooden pickaxes that should be your very first goal at all times, you need to punch down just about 20 pieces of wood. That will, however, also set you up well enough to get your first stone pickaxe and your stone axe, I think. So, while I'm not going to make you watch all of this, I will speed up this footage. And then we shall continue this once I have a good stack of wood. Okay, now even with the footage sped up, I believe it is quite obvious to everyone involved that you don't want to get sent back here to the wooden nomadic first day age and having to punch all this wood many times. I mean, death is a punishment, it really is, and you don't want to spend all this time doing wood punching over and over and over again. Now, anyway, since we have some wood now, we can get a crafting table set up. I'm actually going to go over here to the rock wall, because we're going to need some stone. Craft a bunch of shafts. Let's get all these. And we need the 3 wooden pickaxes here. Now, since each wooden pickaxe lasts for only 1 hit, then you need at least 3 of them to get the fabled stone pickaxe, which will last for 6 times as long. So 6 blocks. Again, the first day here it's very important to use your resources in the most optimal manner, really, if you want to get through it safely at least. Now, one of the very important things about Better Than Walls is that you always have a goal for what you're gonna do. You need to set yourself a goal and say, okay, today I want to achieve this, but before I run out of food I want to achieve this, or that sort of thing. And my first day is always to make sure that I achieve, first of all, my stone pickaxe, and the second one, and then a stone axe, because with the stone axe I get the option of hunting. Now, you can hunt using a wooden shovel, but it'll only kill like 1 cow, so it won't last you very long, but it will get you through the first night if you, for some reason, screw up and don't have the stone you need. Now, sheep, since sheep drop mutton now, it's also they are considered a very easy way to get some early game food. Sheep don't have a lot of health, they go down fast, and they also give wool, which you can use pretty early on for some crafting of armor, which will give you a tiny bit of protection. Not a lot, but enough to make it worth it. Now, since I have an axe now, I can get a bit more wood. Now I won't be able to reach this floating tree. I'm sorry to all you people who hate floating trees, but that's just, yeah. Anyway, since with the stone axe we need to cut down, or when we cut down trees, we'll get the log block, and then with the log we'll have to cut it up using the axe to actually get the planks out of it. I don't know why I said planks. Silly thing to say. Anyway, with the stone axe we can get a lot more wood a lot quicker than we could before. So let's just get what we can reach here. Now, I can't remember if cocoa beans have been made a food source yet. I don't think they're quite there. But in the future I think you'll be able to eat cocoa beans, which will provide a sort of early game food source as well. Now, with all this wood we can make a bunch of planks, which will serve us through the night. Now we have all the sawdust and bark here for fuel, for a furnace, so that's going to be pretty good. But what we really need right now is more stone pickaxes and at least 1 more stone axe. And some food, of course. Now, The main thing I still want to achieve before the end of day 1, I mean, I've hunted a bit, I have a bit of food, but I have no way to cook it yet, so for day 1 you want to get that furnace, and that means you're gonna have to burn through a couple of stone picks. Now, I'm being a bit stupid here and not like digging out an actual hidey hole for myself. That's one thing that you really ought to do with your stone pickaxes, so at least you have somewhere to hide if night suddenly falls upon you. So I'm actually just gonna quickly change my my method of digging here and make a little hidey hole in here. In terms of blocking off your hidey hole, wool is an excellent use, or wool makes an excellent blocker. It's easy to destroy again, and it's one of those blocks that don't get destroyed when you're just punching it with your hands. So let's just burn up this stone pickaxe here as well, and then we should have enough for the furnace, and then we can go hunting. Quickly make another stone pickaxe so we're sure that we're not losing the only one we have. Get a furnace, get my stone axe down here. Now, I just want to make another stone axe before I go hunting again. It's gonna run out pretty quickly, the one I have, and I don't want to be caught without my stone tools now that I finally have them. I say finally, it feels like forever when you're punching all that wood, but once you try it a couple of times, it's one of those mind-numbing things that just happens, and yeah. It's not a big deal, but it's really annoying, which it should be, as it's really the punishment for death. There we go, new stone axe. And I'm gonna pick up my crafting bench here, and then we're gonna set out to find some more sheep. And other stuff to kill. Now, as you can see, I've managed to get a couple of pork chops, mutton, and raw beef, but now night is setting, so what I want to do is either go back to the hidey hole that I actually dug out, or find somewhere I can protect easily. Now, there are a couple of caves here, but I haven't been able to explore any of them, meaning that they will most likely contain hostile mobs. I don't yet have any torches to light them up, so my best choice for surviving the night is going back into my hidey hole here. So, go back in here, close the door with your wool block or whatever you have. I prefer to close the top one because then skeletons won't be able to shoot me. I can still look outside and see if the sun is rising, but skeletons won't be able to hit me. Put down your crafting bench in your furnace and start working on your night activities. Now, you want to spend your first night here basically digging out your hiding hole, getting as much cobble as you can with the wood that you managed to collect during the first day. Again, save your food until you actually need it, like when you're below half and you start getting peckish. That's when you want to eat, not before. You also don't want to eat raw food if you can avoid it. Like, I should have managed to eat a pork chop now, and you can see I'm at half food, so it's okay for me to start eating. But yeah, I managed to get a bit more cobblestone, and that's basically how you're going to spend your first night, just getting all the cobblestone you can, because cobblestone is really your life. You want to get a good stack of like have five or six cobblestone pickaxes on you at all times when you're going on to the next stage. In terms of axes, you want 2 or 3 as well. You want to pick up as much wood as you can without using all your tools. You want to keep going with as much food as you can. But for now, I'm actually going to call this an episode here and continue digging out during the night here. Then when morning comes, we shall continue on to the next stage of Better Than Wolves development. So yeah, I hope this has been any sort of use to you guys. Again, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Jerry, and this has been my guide to Better Than Wolves.